Welcome to MySQL AppiWorks for Zoho Desk. MySQL AppiWorks for Zoho Desk is a Zoho Desk extension that integrates Zoho Desk and MySQL to automate your custom workflows like exporting and importing data from MySQL. Before proceeding with the demo, let's quickly check how to install the extension from the Zoho Marketplace. Search for Zoho Marketplace in the browser. Click on the first link shown here. In the search bar, search for MySQL AppiWorks for Zoho Desk. After selecting the extension, it will navigate you to the installation page. Click on Start Free Trial or Buy Now button to install the extension into your Zoho Desk account. Agree the terms of service and continue. Click on the Install Extension button. It will redirect you to installation page. Choose the departments as shown in the video and choose profiles for whom you want to see this extension. Agree to the terms of use and click on the Install button. After installation, MySQL AppiWorks will be available in the navbar in your Zoho Desk account. Choose the MySQL AppiWorks and it will initialize the extension. Now, let's see the first type of automation called export. Before proceeding with the automation type, let's quickly get the organization ID of the Zoho Desk account. Go to Setup and click on API and copy the org ID as shown in the video. The organization ID is required in the next step. Now let's go back to the MySQL AppiWorks extension. Click on the Start Automating button to configure the new export service. For the first time, it will ask you to set up the Zoho Desk connection. So provide your connection name and paste the organization ID which was copied in the previous step, and click on Authorize with Zoho Desk button to establish a connection with the Zoho Desk. Click on the Create New Service button to configure the new service. Here we will export tickets from the Zoho Desk into the Tickets table of MySQL. Provide name for your automation service. Choose Export as automation type and go to Next step. In the Configure Zoho Desk step, choose the module from which you want to perform export service. In the next step, we need to configure the MySQL. Choose the connection of MySQL or create a new connection by clicking on the plus button present next to the connection drop-down. Provide all the credential details and click on Connect button to establish the connection with MySQL. In this demo, we will choose Existing Connection from the connection drop-down. Next, choose the table into which you want to export the data. Or you can create a new table in MySQL by clicking on the plus button next to the table drop-down. Click on the Create Table Now button to create table in the MySQL. As you can see, it created table successfully. Now click on the Continue button to proceed further. Next, choose the action. Here we will create new record in MySQL, so we'll choose Create as an action. In the next step, we need to do the mapping between MySQL table columns and Zoho Desk module fields. Click on Mapping to do the mapping. As you can see, the intelligent mapping has found few similar fields that can be mapped automatically, so let's click on the Yes button to do the same. You can also do the mapping for the remaining fields by clicking on the Add button as shown here. Finally, save your service, but before saving the service, make sure you disable or enable the configuration, which is set by default. First switch is for auto export. If you don't want to execute on create of the tickets in the Zoho Desk, then disable it. If you want to export automatically, then choose the event from the drop-down. In this demo, we will choose the ticket created as event, and choose the department on which you want to perform export. Next, switches for the manual execution of the export service, so if you don't want to run the service manually, disable it. More on manual execution is coming up in this video. Third, switch is for activating the service. Now, let's click on the Save button to save the service. Now, let's go to the Zoho Desk Tickets module and create new sample ticket. Now, let's check exported ticket inside MySQL table. As of now, there is no tickets available. Let's reload the table. You can see that the ticket from the Zoho Desk is exported successfully into the tickets table. Now let's see how we can do manual export. We are here inside the tickets listing page in Zoho Desk. Let's choose any ticket. Click on MySQL AppiWorks ticket tab as shown in the video. You can see that the configured services are listed in the dialog. Click on the Execute button to export the ticket. As you can see, the ticket got exported successfully. So, this is how the manual export works. Now, let's see one more type of service called import. Click on Create button to configure the new import service. Give a name to your import automation service, choose import as automation type, and go to the next step. In this demo, we will import the customers from MySQL into Zoho Desk Customers module, so let's choose Customers as Zoho Desk module. Next, choose the MySQL connection or create new connection by clicking on the plus button. Once the connection is chosen, choose the MySQL table from which you want to import the data. In the next step, we need to do the mapping between MySQL columns and Zoho Desk Customer module fields. The mapping step is same as export service, so let's do the mapping and go to next step. In this step, we need to set up the data filter to preview the data from MySQL. If you have not given any filters, it will get all the data, else filtered data will be displayed. In this demo, let's preview the data from MySQL without any filters. As you can see, the results from MySQL is shown in the table. Choose the rows from table to import the data into Zoho Desk Customers module. There are two types of import, quick import and scheduled import. For quick import, you just need to click on Import Now button, so let's click on the button to import. As you can see, it is now imported successfully. Now, let's go to the Zoho Desk Customers module and see newly imported records. We can see that new customers are added here. Now, let's see one more type of import, called scheduled import. So, let's go inside Import Service and jump to Setup Data Filter step. We are here at the Setup Data Filter step. Choose Scheduled Import Type and go to Next Step. Here, there are two types of scheduling, at intervals and at specific time. Using intervals, you can run the service at regular intervals. In this demo, we will check how the at interval scheduling works. Choose the interval type. There are different kind of interval types are available. In this demo, we will check how hourly interval type works. In hourly type, you can choose the days on which the scheduler needs to execute the service. Also, you can set hours between at which the scheduler needs to run. If you want to import the data incrementally from MySQL table, enable the incremental import toggle button, else disable it. Finally, save your service. The scheduler will run every hour and execute the import service. So, these are different ways of automations, which we can achieve using the MySQL AppiWorks for Zoho Desk. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.